I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. It always seems impossible until it's done. After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. Do not judge me by my success, judge me by how many times I fell and got back up again. Courageous people do not fear forgiving for the sake of peace. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. I am not a saint unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. You can start changing our world for the better daily, no matter how small the action. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. Live life as though nobody is watching and express yourself as though everyone is listening. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. I never lose. I either win or learn. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. There is nothing like returning to a place that remains unchanged to find the ways in which you yourself have altered. It is through education that the daughter of a peasant can become a doctor. We must use time wisely and forever realize that the time is always ripe to do right. A child is not a vase to be filled, but a fire to be lit. To deny people their human rights is to challenge their very humanity. Freedom is indivisible. The chains on any one of my people were the chains on all of them. The chains on all of my people were the chains on me. As long as poverty, injustice, and gross inequality persist in our world, none of us can truly rest. We must strive to be moved by a generosity of spirit that will enable us to outgrow the hatred and conflicts of the past. Let freedom reign. The sun never set on so glorious a human achievement. There can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way in which it treats its children. No one is born hating another person. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. Overcoming poverty is not a gesture of charity, it is an act of justice. There is no passion to be found playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. A nation should not be judged by how it treats its highest citizens, but its lowest ones. A leader is like a shepherd. He stays behind the flock, letting the most nimble go out ahead. Lead from the back and let others believe they are in front. I have walked that long road to freedom. I have tried not to falter. Real leaders must be ready to sacrifice all for the freedom of their people. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived, it is what difference we have made to the lives of others. It is in the character of growth that we should learn from both pleasant and unpleasant experiences. When people are determined, they can overcome anything. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. I was not a messiah, but an ordinary man who had become a leader because of extraordinary circumstances. There is no easy walk to freedom anywhere. If you want to make peace with your enemy, you have to work with your enemy. Forgiveness liberates the soul, it removes fear. Revenge is a vicious cycle. Peace is the courageous path. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. I am fundamentally an optimist. Peace is not just the absence of conflict. Peace is the creation of an environment where all can flourish. Great anger and violence can never build a nation. Hating clouds the mind. It gets in the way of strategy. There are times when a leader must move ahead of the flock. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, but that we are powerful beyond measure. When a man is denied the right to live the life he believes in, he has no choice but to become an outlaw. It is said that no one truly knows a nation until one has been inside its jails. A society that does not value its youth does not deserve its future. We owe our children, the most vulnerable citizens in any society, a life free from violence and fear. Freedom without civility, freedom without the ability to live in peace was not true freedom at all. There can be no future without forgiveness. There is no future without unity. When the water starts boiling, it is foolish to turn off the heat. You will achieve more in this world through acts of mercy than through acts of retribution. Death is something inevitable. When a man has done what he considers to be his duty to his people, he can rest in peace.